Welcome everyone to Moderneer Group. We're excited to have you join our team.
This orientation will guide you through key HR policies, benefits, safety expectations, and everything you need to know to start your journey with us. This will need to be completed prior to your start date. Here's a quick overview of today's agenda. We'll cover HR policies, PTO, retirement plans, holidays, safety, handbook highlights, training, and medical benefits. If you see the "In New Hire" packet icon on the slide, the content being discussed also has a handout you should have digitally received.
You will sign the handbook digitally during onboarding. Key policies include dress code, attendance, harassment, and timekeeping. You can access the handbook anytime via the ADP app. Make sure to review these policies carefully. It will be important to know your ADP username and password. You will need it to review your time card, pay, benefits, and weekly training. At Moderneer Group, all new and rehired employees start with a 90-day introductory period. This is a time for you to show your skills and for us to see how you fit with the team and the role. It's also a chance for you to decide if this position is right for you. Employment here is at will, which means either you or Moderneer Group can end the employment relationship at any time, with or without notice, during or after the introductory period. Completing the introductory period doesn't guarantee continued employment. Certain benefits are not available, like PTO and holiday pay. You'll become eligible for these benefits once you successfully complete the 90-day introductory period. There will be further explanation of these benefits in the upcoming slides. Use these first 90 days to learn, contribute, and see if Moderneer Group is the right fit for you.
Our referral program rewards both you and the person you refer. After 30 and 90 days, incentives are paid out, provided there are no write-ups and attendance is solid, no points at 30 days, and up to 2 points at 90 days. This is a great way to grow our team. Employees have the opportunity to earn up to $600 and new hires can earn up to $400.
As a new member of the Moderneer team, we want to make sure you understand one of the key benefits available to you: holiday pay. See holiday flyer in the documents you received. Here's how it works. Moderneer observes designated company holidays throughout the year. When these holidays fall on a scheduled workday, eligible employees receive paid time off for the day. Employees in the 90-day intro period are not eligible for holiday pay. To qualify for holiday pay, you must be a regular full-time employee. You must work your scheduled shift before and after the holiday, unless you have a non-chargeable absence like PTO. Holiday pay is based on your regular hourly rate, including any applicable shift premiums. Important reminders: holidays do not count toward overtime calculations. Chargeable absences before or after a holiday may result in loss of holiday pay.
Here's some great news about your retirement benefits. You're eligible for either a 401k or a Roth IRA after just 1 hour of work. You'll be automatically enrolled in the 401k plan at 5%. And the company will match up to 4%, which is free money toward your future. All of your account updates and changes are handled through Merrill Lynch, so it's easy to manage your contributions. And remember, you have options. You can enroll in the 401k, the Roth IRA, both, or neither. It's totally up to you. Our PTO policy is accrual-based, which means you earn PTO hours each week. The amount you accrue depends on your years of service. There's a chart available for reference. New hires will see the accrued hours, but the system will not allow them to be requested during the introductory period. Once the intro period is over, you can use your PTO in hourly increments, giving you flexibility to take time off as needed. PTO hours also count as hours worked when determining your eligibility for holiday pay. Please note, unused PTO is not paid out when employment ends, except in the case of an employee's death. Years of service are calculated on a calendar year basis, and PTO milestones accrue on January 1st of the year you reach your service anniversary. You can also roll over up to 72 hours of unused PTO at the end of each calendar year. Employees are responsible for making PTO requests in ADP.
Safety is a top priority. After 120 days, Moderneer employees are eligible once a year to get a basic pair of prescription safety glasses free. Request details and a form from your HR representative for RX Optical. Also, after 120 days employees are eligible each calendar year for up to a $75 steel-toed boot or shoe reimbursement. Provide the receipt to HR and payroll will add the reimbursement to your check. Receipts can be turned in prior, but it will be held for payout until 120 days. We also offer educational assistance. Check with your HR representative for more information. You will receive a first day flyer that provides first day expectations and provides a way for you to contact the plant in case you are going to be late or absent. Clothing must be work appropriate, no offensive graphics, and proper PPE must be worn in operational areas. Pants must cover the legs fully, and shirts must have sleeves and not be loose fitting. If you're not properly dressed, you may be sent home without pay. As part of our dress code, steel-toed shoes or boots are required starting on your first day. The plant will also go over personal protective equipment, or PPE, with you during your orientation. Please remember, maintaining proper attire and safety gear is essential for your role and for keeping everyone safe. You may be called to work mandatory overtime. It will be posted by the time clock by Wednesday each week. In addition to our other policies, it's important to understand how roles and responsibilities may evolve during your time at Modenier. You may occasionally be asked to assist in other departments or take on tasks outside your usual scope. This is part of our team-based approach to meeting business needs. As long as the request is not illegal, immoral, or dangerous, it is considered reasonable and expected part of your role. If you are being placed in a new role permanently, you will receive proper training for that position. We want you to feel confident and capable in any role you're assigned. Modenier offers several types of leave to support you during life's important and sometimes unexpected events. Here's a breakdown. FMLA, Family and Medical Leave Act. Once you have been employed for at least 12 months, you may be eligible to apply for up to 12 weeks of unpaid, job-protected leave. This can be used for your own serious health condition, caring for a spouse, child, or parent with a serious health condition. It may also be used for the birth, adoption, or foster care placement of a child. Certain military-related needs or military leave. If you're called to serve, Modenier complies with USERRA and will hold your job or a comparable one upon your return. You may use PTO during this time, and benefits can continue under certain conditions. You may take up to 3 paid days for the loss of an immediate family member. Additional unpaid days may be granted for extended family or for funerals that are long distance. Documentation such as an obituary or funeral program is required. Accurate timekeeping is your responsibility. On your first day, your supervisor will enroll you biometrically into the time clock system. You will use your employee badge number, which you will be assigned, and a fingerprint scan. From that point on, make sure you're clocking in and out correctly every day. Even being 1 minute late counts as a tardy, and clocking out 1 minute early is considered an early out. These small time differences matter, so double-check your punches to avoid any issues with attendance tracking. Alert your supervisor immediately if you have issues clocking in or out. Let's clear up a common question about paydays. Modenier pays employees every Thursday. That's our official payday, and it's consistent across the board. Now, if you're using a pay card, you might notice that your funds sometimes show up a little earlier. That's because some pay card providers release funds ahead of schedule. While that can be convenient, it's important to understand that Modenier is only responsible for paying you on Thursday. So, if your pay card provider delays or changes when your money becomes available, you will need to contact them. Bottom line. Thursday is payday, and anything earlier is a bonus from your card provider, not a guarantee. Let's talk about our attendance point system in a way that's easy to follow. If you're late, or leave early, and it's for half a shift or less, that counts as half a point. If you miss a shift without an excuse, that's 1 full point. Now, during your introductory period, things are a bit stricter. If you reach 2 points, you'll receive a final written warning. And if you hit 3 points, your employment will be reviewed for termination. Once you've successfully completed your 90-day intro period, the thresholds change. Accumulating 7.5 points will result in a final written warning, and 8 points means termination. Points are tracked on a rolling 6-month basis, so they don't stay on your record forever. But here's something important. If you hit 7 points, it can affect your eligibility for promotions, raises, or bonuses for the next 12 months. So, staying on top of your attendance really matters, not just for your current role, but for your future opportunities too. Doctor's notes may be used to excuse absences for yourself or a dependent child. Both your and the child's name must be on the note. However, frequent use of doctor's notes, when not related to ADA or FMLA, can lead to an excessive absenteeism warning and may ultimately result in termination. Please be mindful of how often you rely on doctor's notes to excuse absences. If a doctor's note appears suspicious or incomplete, you may be required to provide additional verification to confirm its validity. If you are unable to provide verification, or if the note is found to be fraudulent, your employment is subject to termination. No call, no show is taken very seriously. If you miss work without notifying your supervisor before the end of your shift, it's considered a no call, no show. 2 instances within a 12-month period will result in immediate termination. Please see your first day flyer to get the call-off line number. Quarterly perfect attendance bonuses are awarded to production employees who do not have any absences, early outs, tardy or doctor's notes. PTO does not count against perfect attendance.
Mod-in-ear facilities remain open unless a state of emergency is declared in the county where you work or the county you live. In that case, you are not expected to come to work. Absences due to these warnings are unpaid, do not count as chargeable absences, and are recorded for attendance awards. If there is a weather advisory, not a state of emergency, use your own judgment about traveling. The attendance policy is applied in these instances. Make sure you call your location's call-off line to notify the plant you will not be reporting for your shift.
Let's review some important workplace policies at Mod-in-ear. Violations are categorized as Type A, B, or C depending on the severity. You may receive a written warning, a final warning, or face termination. Please note, management has the discretion to move directly to termination for serious infractions. If you are presented with a disciplinary notice, you may refuse to sign it, however, it will still be placed in your file. You also have the right to submit a written statement to be attached to the document. Next, our tobacco policy. Mod-in-ear is a smoke-free workplace. This includes all forms of tobacco use, smoking, vaping, and chewing, which are only permitted in designated outdoor areas or in your vehicle. Finally, regarding phone usage, personal phone use is not allowed on the production floor. Please reserve calls and texts for your breaks or designated areas to maintain safety and productivity.
When it comes to social media, we ask that you do not speak on behalf of the company. Please also avoid posting negative comments about other employees or Mod-in-ear group. Maintaining a respectful and professional presence online helps protect both you and the company.
Remember, following safety protocols is key, but if you experience a work-related injury, illness or accident, you must report it to your supervisor immediately and they will complete the appropriate reports. For injuries requiring medical treatment, your supervisor will ensure you are sent for the appropriate treatment and will manage the workplace injury protocols. After an accident or injury, you may be required to take a drug screen. If the test is positive for alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, your employment will be terminated. Remember, employees must report any workplace accident, injury, or occupational illness to their supervisor immediately. Not reporting it may result in corrective action, up to and including termination. Drug and alcohol use is prohibited. If there's a reasonable suspicion an employee is under the influence of drugs or alcohol, they will be sent for a drug test. If positive, the disciplinary action will be termination. Let's take a moment to talk about something that's important to our workplace culture. Harassment, bullying, and workplace violence. Everyone deserves to feel safe, respected, and valued at work. Harassment and bullying, or workplace violence, whether it's verbal, physical, or through digital communication, are not just unacceptable, they're a violation of our policies and our values. If you ever experience or witness behavior that feels threatening, demeaning, or inappropriate, please speak up. We have clear procedures in place to support you, and your concerns will be taken seriously. Creating a respectful environment isn't just about avoiding bad behavior, it's about actively supporting one another and fostering a culture where everyone can thrive. If you choose to enroll, benefits begin the first of the month after 30 days of full-time employment. You will be assigned a benefits guide in ADP on your first day, so please watch the presentation as you will only have 30 days to sign up for benefits. During your first week, you will be scheduled a time to meet with HR in case you have any questions.